Welcome back. This time we're going to talk about Amazon EventBridge. But before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe, or share with anyone you know taking the AWS Machine Learning Associate exam. So Amazon EventBridge is a serverless event-driven integration service connecting application components through events. It enables real-time event ingestion, filtering, routing, and delivery across AWS services, SaaS providers, and custom applications. EventBridge evolved from Amazon CloudWatch Events, so both terms appear often in documentation. So what's the core architecture here? Event sources originate from EC2, S3, IAM, or SaaS applications like Auth0. Event buses receive and route events through default, partner, or custom pipelines. Event rules filter and match events to forward to targets. Targets receive matched events. That's Lambda, SNS, SQS, or step functions. Schema registry infers and generates code from event schemas. Archive and replay retains events for reprocessing and debugging. So what does a machine learning workflow application look like? So here's a walkthrough of something. Okay, so, all right. EventBridge can trigger a real-time action in AI workflows. For SageMaker, it stops or starts training jobs when events occur like S3 uploads, Lambda functions trigger pre-processing pipelines, or inference based on events. Step function orchestrates machine learning workflows covering training, evaluation, and deployment. Code pipeline and code build automate machine learning model CICD when code updates occur. SNS, SQS, and Kinesis route labeled or pre-processed data to model pipelines. Automate machine learning retraining when new batches of labeled data land in S3, when training jobs fail or succeed, or when scheduled cron jobs trigger monthly model evaluations. So what's the cost structure look like? All right. So events ingested cost $1 per million with the first 100,000 free monthly on the default bus. Archived events cost about 10 cents per gigabyte stored monthly. Schema discovery costs about 10 cents per million ingested events with the first 5 million free monthly. Event replay is free. You pay only for storage and downstream service usage. So to configure that, you go into the console, EventBridge. All right. All right. Hopefully we can get this done quickly. Let's see. Event buses on the sidebar. So this is in every account in every region. It should be in every region. So create event bus. Let's call it event bus test. All right. So we can enter the description here. Choose the KMS key. We can choose an AWS one, or if we have our own one, we can bring that in. Then we could do the log destination. Where do we want to send this? CloudWatch logs, data firehose or S3. You want to set that up. Archives. You can enable this. This is optional, right? And schema discovery as well, right? So archive events published on this event, right? So you can create archives, change the retention period, and filter this events. Add your tags, and you'll be able to create this. We're not going to keep going because this is going to be a lot. All right, but we'll go to the next portion would be the rules, right? So from here, you would create the rule. You can name it something like notify on an EC2's stoppage, right? You be descriptive about how you're naming it, right? Choose the event bus that we would have just created. Either if there's a default one, you can do that, or the one we created. And you can configure the event pattern. So you can select the AWS service that works with this, like let's say an EC2. So have the event type. So if the instance states change, send a notification. And you can filter on the detail where the state equals stopped or terminated, right? So rule name, description, default, or you could schedule it, right? Test rule. All right. Events, use schema, use pattern form. Okay. What's the services? EC2. All right. You see this? All right. It might not let us because we have to. Yeah, I gotta select a pattern. Stop. Change. EC2 instance change. So if it's any state or if it's a specific state, shutting down, terminated, stopped, stopping, stopped. All right. Or you can have a second event type, right? Select the target for it. All right. So you can choose an SNS target. All right. At that point, select an existing one and ensure that you're subscribed to that topic via email or SMS or however. Then you configure the tags, send it, and then you can start the replay and debug and debugging, excuse me. All right. And then let's see. I think we're okay here. Let me see. Uh-oh. Why is it not working? All right. All right. So your final portion will be in the schema. You can create a schema and search for this rule we just started. We didn't create one, but just gives you an idea, right? And then you can select that change notification and then create a code binding to get SDK snippets for whatever you'd need as far as the language you would want for SDK. So it'd be if you wanted it for Java, for Python, or Go, or I think TypeScript as well, right? And then you can use that to go forward with this and make this an automated full process. All right. I don't think, okay, I didn't create. Okay, so partner and custom event buses. So partner bus ingests SaaS events from Auth0, Datadog, or Zendesk through partner webhooks. Custom event buses receive events from internal applications via the Put Events API. Use the AWS CLI to submit custom events from your applications for processing through EventBridge rules. And you have cross-account access. So you can allow other accounts to send events to your bus by editing the resource policy. You can navigate to your custom bus, edit the policy, and you can use AWS-provided templates allowing specific account IDs. Apply the condition keys restricting actions by source or resource type. So this will enable centralized event ingestion across multiple AWS organizations. So for the exam, remember a couple of essentials. When asked about event-driven automation, triggering machine learning workflows based on state changes, or centralizing events across accounts, AWS EventBridge provides the serverless event routing infrastructure connecting AWS services and custom applications and real-time machine learning operations. So I want to thank you for joining. Before you go, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone you know taking the AWS Machine Learning Associate exam. Thank you. Have a good day.